There's a lot of commentary going on about the racism of Donald Trump. And there's a bunch of you guys out there that are going to vote Republican because you love the idea of outrageous politics, meaning you love it when a politician says something so outrageous that you don't even have to think about it. But come on, what politician would really want you to think about it? Because if you think about politics for too long, then you're going to realize that you're thinking about allowing other people to have the job of telling you what to do. So, of course, a Republican doesn't want you to think about shit, and especially not Donald Trump. Because if you did think about it, you would realize that he routinely lays off his own employees for a profit. He doesn't give a fuck about no little people, man. But I thought it was funny because there's this, you guys might remember this Mormon politician named Mitt Romney, and he says, and this is just today or yesterday, he says that Donald Trump is setting a bad example by supporting trickle-down racism. Oh, so now we got something called trickle-down racism instead of regular racism, right? No, bro. That's like saying that there's big sins and there's small sins. No, man. There's virtue and there's sin. And there's a definite fucking line. There's racism and there's open-mindedness. Two totally different fucking things. You can't say that this guy's not a racist. He's a trickle-down racist. And then to boot, Donald Trump uses this term, I can prove that I'm not a racist. Oh wait, you can prove something? Well, let's go back to what prove means. Prove means that when you pour the liquor on the gunpowder and you light it, a certain amount of the gunpowder is going to burn. That's where the proof on your alcohol comes from. And that's the only time, scientifically, that the word proof fucking applies to anything. But he's not a racist. And here's how he's going to prove it. Because his good friend, Don King, called him up just the other day. You know, Don King, the boxing promoter. Yeah, Donald Trump, we know who the fuck Don King is. And he says, I'm going to endorse you for president. Really? Don King is going to support you for president. And then Donald Trump follows up by saying, do you think that Don King would endorse a racist? Well, evidently. What I want to know is who is the closest person to Don King right now? Who is the closest black person to Don King right now? Who is the closest real friend to Don King right now that is not slapping the shit out of him for letting Donald Trump say that shit? Man, you better clear your motherfucking name. But it's all good, dog. They're just trickle-down racists. Right? It's not a real racist. It's like a trickle-down Nazi. No, it's like having a snake for a pet. And a snake is always going to do, eventually, what it's inclined to do. Have a nice day.